Absolutely. If we don't see grades, I think the rule of thumb that I've always heard or been taught is if you're in the top 50% of your class rank, please include your grades. If I don't see grades, I'm going to assume you're probably not in the top half of your class. Either way, I think it is what it is, so I would always encourage someone to include their grades on their resume.
First of all, I would always put your GPA on the resume, because if it's not on there, that's an instant cue that there's something that they're not proud of on that. And if I see a low GPA, I'll say, your GPA isn't, as high as I would have expected. Could you tell me what happened? And sometimes they'll, students will have a very good reason for having a low GPA, hard time first adjusting to first year in law school, and then their grades have picked up, or just difficulties with one class. If a student can articulate to me a reason that his GPA, is not what we might be expecting, I would not disqualify them for that.
First and foremost, I don't think you want to be in a position to have to explain your grades, but if you are in that position and you have a good explanation, you should give it. Maybe you had a health issue, or there was a class where you just didn't click with the professor, or any of those things that are reasonable. Explain that to people. And if you have a lot of really good grades and one outlier, I think you'll be forgiven for the outlier. There aren't a whole lot of really good explanations for non-outliers. If they're all sort of low, it's kind of hard to explain that and overcome it. But if you do have one of those outliers, don't be afraid to explain it. I think employers are very understanding, and they'll probably give you the benefit of the doubt, and you might actually get bonus points if your explanation